Hello, welcome to Of Darkness and Light. This is Echo Augustine. Oh, thank you for joining me here. Today, I want to talk about females. Uh-oh. That word's not allowed. I want to talk about something strange, perchance, off-putting to some. What if the answer to everything was that woman and man are horseshit? Female human beings of character their own, of spirits beyond and within, are tortured most by how they're made to torture back. Why am I the target so often? I'm sorry if I've insulted you about this. I apologize in a rare occasion. When I'm sorry to myself alone. And I find it of value perceived within another to understand that I feel that way about my own actions having been self-betrayal. If I have done something I know likely hurts another person, but I did not betray myself, I do not apologize. And when I apologize, I know I'm just telling somebody I'm sorry to myself. My path towards becoming myself and of my soul and my body's intelligence was fought as a warrior might, knowing there's an enemy inside. Knowing the enemies inside are without. Forgiving myself every time I made a mistake that my heart resonated as something I was regretful for. Venturing to share that with people who were involved so they might heal as well. Triggered back by continued genocide of a culture that refuses to help me in the way I actually need to be helped with my brain condition that I've been explaining as best I could from the inside out the whole time, for which I knew in my guts any female would have never suffered for sexism of culture. And so I lashed out in ways that were prodding, because that's how I learn. That's how I respect the struggle, cutting teeth with myself. I'm mean, and I say it hard because I'm angry. And then I forgive myself for lashing myself. And I see the child wounded underneath, and I hug that self. And then I give myself whatever I need in the next breath. It is a healing cycle that I have been on. To heal. And it has led me to understand that regardless of nomenclature, pedantic battles for words, I am hated for the expression of my authentic self in a male body that has been predisposed to trauma through lifetimes or whatever that makes the acceptance of estrogen rather than testosterone a wholesomely pleasing notion. And that feminine expression is my home. And that I see femininity beyond superficiality. And so I've seen quite the woman in myself, because that is a social construction that does not exist in reality. Female and male exists in reality. Why do we have social conditioning towards not using the word female? Bad men? Projection. It's even Stevens. I stood next to men growing up. Males. I am male. Misandry is about malehood. It's about being in a body like mine. It's about we don't extend you compassion or community in the same way, or friendship or love. You live in deference to females, male. We're taking womanhood too. We're taking manhood too. Female is the future. Fuck you. No, it's not. That's why it's not working. Balance is the future. Earnest expression of everyone is the future. Get off of it. I have compassion for your greatest struggle, but you have to break the cycle. How terrible is it that there has been such a historical building of the notion that women don't hold accountability for themselves in their actions. How horrifying. Anyone who says that is definitely a misogynist. You can't own ideas in other people's heads so you don't have to face the truth. You still deserve every grace. This is grace. Choose if you want to be infantilized, or if you want to be treated with honesty and respect and deference to your intelligence by hearing the truth. Femininity is flexible. That manifestation in the body is overtly absurd culturally in expressions of superficiality. Because the feminine adaptability, moldability, flexibility is missing its key: accountability. You play, you fuck up, you learn, you grow, you play, you fuck up, you learn, you grow. You don't play and then gaslight and play and then gaslight. You learn. If you're a woman, you can't hate gender expectations and reject the term female just because creepy guys got angry you were being a misandrist and decided they were just going to game the whole world of women by being like a bunch of females. Damn right. Look at the reaction it got. That's a reflection for accountability. That's the reflection a man gives a woman and a real woman sees and takes with some respect. Bounce back 100 times until the expression from the man is so toxic you cannot even fathom how it got this far. Generations gone wrong. Building femininity and masculinity into constructions of womanhood and manhood and having it all conflated and then going so far we can't even say the word female without getting evil eye and complete shutdown. That's retarded. And it's nobody's fault except for whoever can't own their part. So whose fault is it? Over and out. This has been Echo. I'm your favorite goddess. It's okay. It's okay, honey. You can do better. You are better.